team, though.
Oh,
like, you have two Street Fighter characters.
Kuma right there.
What are you doing?
All right, well,
like, if he doesn't have it, at least, like, slide him over $10 or whatever. Venmo him $10 so you can get the Mammoth coins to get it. Come on, man. What are you doing?
All right, we'll start things off here. A lot of chaos in center. I think the biggest thing is separation. You need to force the double ups as much as possible. You see Sid, I actually like what Tinix is doing a lot in center, going over a lot of Lance Nairs. That just covers so much space. You're going to be forced to have to move away.
And that's how you know that Ajax is really talented at commentary. Is it was like 10 seconds into the round and he already had something to say about it, and I was still just taking it back like, there's too much going on, man. How do these players get through this? Sarme is going to pick up a team KO and a KO onto the Ninja. It is, I got to do some quick math. 3 and 2 is 5 and 2 is 7 to 8 stocks right now, just in the lead of the blue team. Fry is going to fall.
All I know is within the first minute, 4 have already fallen, and I love it. And right now, the Ninja's trying to box his way out from being on the bottom and catching him, jumping in, but that's not going to be enough to get that knockout. Looking for that gauntlet recovery, and Sarme, I like how Sarme is just kind of like floating around the center, avoiding getting hit. But Bartu's existence with those gauntlets is a problem. He's trying to line him up to get that knockout.
Sarme will have to be careful, though, because he does have quite a bit of damage on him, so if he's going to float around there, the only person he can really knock out right now is Tinix. There is the knockout onto Sarme. Tinix is also going to fall, so we're actually pretty even. Wave God is going to lose that stock over on the right side. It was extended towards that blast zone on the soft platform. Bartu looking still pretty reasonably healthy, given that he's on Val, and this map is so big.
I like how Wave God just kind of looked deer in the headlights somehow in the midst of all that. Like, you had one target in front of you, and still got punched in the face. But like the range also that I was even thinking about Rayman and how strong Rayman could be. Speaking of that double up over on the left-hand side and multiple flying over that. Oh my God.
Is he going to get the 3? Oh, he didn't technically get the 3 KOs. I don't even know. That's a triple knockout. That's something that I don't know if we've ever seen that before. There has been at one 3v3 tournament long time ago. I don't know if we saw it in there. I don't know if South America picked one up either, but still. Great work from this red team. Everybody on blue is on their final stocks. Tinix could be there shortly. The Ninja with the bounce off the platform after getting hit by the Blaster's recovery. Ooh. There's Sarme. Oh?
That's a huge double KO by Sarme right there. You mentioned it before. South America using a lot of Axe throughout the entirety of that tournament. It's playing throughout pretty much the same thing here. And Ninja being, of course, that change in the midst of that. But Cannon could also pop off on this too.
I think there are virtually like no bad Axe characters to play in 3v3, except maybe Taros, and that's just because of Hammer. But if someone plays Hammer really well in 3s, I'll change my mind immediately on that.
I think that we can see that from that team you predicted, but we're going to see Fry get that sider over on the left-hand side. So blue team, who was down solidly before, now taking out Wave God, this is where things can start to derail because you have a lot. However, all of the blue team is all deep into red at the moment.
Okay, I'm trying to parse how they're playing this. If they just want to go for the 2v2 and have one person just kind of floating on the outside in case the red team member gets through them or what, because this is a 3v2 situation, the 3 of course belonging to the blue team. Everybody is so red. That didn't KO off the top from Tinix. He knows unarmed is not going to do it, so he's going to come in with the lance. That side air is going to send Tinix almost over there. You saw Bartu turn around, throw out that weapon.
Yeah, here comes that side air, but they keep hitting each other. However, they were able to get rid of Sarme's still around, getting that one, but the double ground pound, closing it out.
You called it.
Gauntlets are going to be a problem.
You called
Gauntlets are going to be a huge problem with the eye.
All right, that might be the cutest thing I've ever seen.
So
Ken looks so happy. He looks like he's having such a great time.
That's the only great time he's having right now, unfortunately, before the next game.
Before he just runs into 3 people, ready to just end everything that he has.
Before she took the kids, man. But that sider, like, those axes were putting in so much work. But one of the biggest problems, of course, was Sarme's positioning was all over the place. Definitely a big reason why I was looking at this team and going, this could be very strong. But part of that also came from the fact that the Ninja and Tinix were hitting each other quite a bit at the end. Like, the Ninja saw a bunch of people in the way, said, oh, let me rush. No side six kept hitting his own teammates. So you got to be careful. Even with as many bodies as you have to watch your positioning.
So you mentioned about the possibility of Cannon going off. And if we look at the damage numbers that honestly, I don't know if they're correct or not, because 3v3 is crazy. But the Ninja did 559, the most damage in the entire game, I believe. Again, everything I say on numbers is with an asterisk. I don't know if it technically works for 3v3, so anything I say is with a grain of salt. I'll wait for someone to tell me to stop saying it.
Look, remember contractually, chat, you're not allowed to say that Sparky's wrong because it's his birthday.
Again, everybody just like be cool today, okay? That's the only thing I want. Oh, D-Light recovery gets interrupted.
That actually is a huge factor. Like, all your simple bread and butters might not work here because of how quickly somebody can get in the way. But 2 knockouts going in favor of the blue team already. Bartu currently struggling a bit, but at least he's got the Val. If I'm Bartu, I'm hovering center just like he's doing right now. And anytime you see a combo starter start on someone, that neutral stick's not going to be enough to line up a team combo. But Bartu being all the way on the bottom, yeah, honestly, just throw that one away. You weren't making that back.
Bartu's been doing a fantastic job of his placement on the stage, though. He's kind of been going back and forth while he'll move to the right side towards that sphere of influence, and he'll go to the left side towards that sphere of influence. That is going to be a knockout for the Ninja, but he took 2 major hits right after that from Tinix's axe, I believe, that put him almost into the red. He's going to take another hit from Wave God there. Ninja extending, putting pressure onto Bartu. In comes Wave God, hitting a nice 2-piece on 2 members of the blue team.
Yeah, that was a good solid survivability for a while there on Tinix before, like you were saying. So Tinix immediately going out there to help out the Ninja, who was getting pressured by Sarme, and Sarme's going to lose his stock in a miss. Yes, he's going to lose his stock in a miss to all that from that D-Light ground pound. Great save from Tinix to get out there.
Stock goes off the top. Ninja on final stock. Wave God on final stock. Only member of the blue team on final is going to be Sarme. Not necessarily the worst spot in the world because he is very fresh on it. Also, he's on a higher defense legend coming in with this cross pick side air. Ninja getting a little bit hit, but not too damaged. Tinix is still on second stocks. That's going to be huge. We could see Ninja falling here.
I was just about to mention, at some point you also have to worry about Sarme's signature play because you have to worry about the range that he has on that. And he finally goes for a side cancel off the stage before. All of them coming out right there, but free whip punish from Sarme, reacting instantly.
The big benefit of that down signature is like the range that it has and how far it puts you away from it in terms of punishment. But like on this map, because of that elevated soft platform that's up pretty high, it's not like a Crystal Temple soft platform, it's high enough that you can now all of a sudden, that's super viable to get KOs off the top. And that extends to anything that KOs vertically. Spear D-Light recovery, Blasters D-Light recovery as well.
Oh my goodness, Fry just missed that. Doesn't matter, no side air comes in and he gets Tinix off stage shoot. It's a free double up, but accidentally nares his own teammate is Sarme. Kind of hard to avoid everyone in that, but now this is where the clips begin. And it was only, man, I was hoping for something bigger than that. However, the neutralite should be enough to take out Tinix. If I'm Tinix as well with 4 stocks staring that down, you can make comebacks in some situations. 4 stocks, probably not so much.
So one thing, I don't know if we're going to get to see it on the replay, one thing that happened, it was over on the right side. I can't remember who started it. It might have been Sarme or Fry, but then it ended with, here it is. That's into the right, that weapon toss. Right there from Bartu. Because we are on that map that has those 2 soft platforms that can go up and down, which means they can go down, which gets really low. So you have a lot of room to recover back to the main platform. That's one of the reasons that map was taken out of the like 1v1 and 2v2 map pool a long time ago. Is people just survived for so long. That weapon toss finishing off the red team member from Bartu meant that he didn't have the option to recover back to that soft platform. It immediately sent him into the blast zone off of the ricochet from the weapon toss. So that was critical. Even though it's something small, that is like specifically to that map, Blackguard Key, that is now specific to 3v3.
I think that's why we might see a healthy dose of Blackguard Keep throughout the entirety of the day, because it kind of created 4 different matches happening at once where you had all the things going on. Here on Big Miami Dome, though, you only have some escape options. And then you need to hope that you escape after Sarme goes all the way down there and gets another ground. Sarme has been popping off stage. Nobody needs to be near him right now.
I'm looking at this map now, and I feel like this is if Blackguard took both the blue pill and the red pill at the same time, because all of the soft platforms are small.
It's like you unplugged, but you still wanted to take a nap, so you just like, it's like, yeah, maybe I'll go back in.
And then like the middle one is moving, but the outside ones don't move. So it all just feels like Bizarro World Blackguard after we just played on Blackguard.
And this, it's been a lot more chaos instead of actually, look, we were talking about analysis hour before, how I was able to find something. I got nothing right now. I'm just seeing bodies flying. However, Cannon, of course, always putting that work. Something of note, though, Tinix already on last stock. And Sarme holding on to the 3, and Wave got, actually, all of the red team struggling quite a bit. They've taken a lot of damage.
Now, we are seeing some character swaps coming in. I'm sure you saw that. You were just letting me take the glory
of course,
of
I needed to make sure that you were able to point that out.
I appreciate that. WaveGod coming in on the Barraza, and Tinix, I mean, even though he might not be in this game much longer, fighting his heart out with those Katars. The middle of the stage almost gets the takeout off the top on Bartu, but no, Bartu is going to keep surviving.
Great coverage right there on the skies from Bartu, like you're just saying, and covering him on the platform as well. Oh, wait, you don't think you're to the ground pound. You know what? You deserve that taunt. Bartu going crazy. Sarme's going crazy. All the blue team going out there.
Sarme? Okay.
I mean, why not? You're up. Like, you're up so much right now. You can afford to go for that deep edge guard. You know, I'm an eternal optimist. So I'm going to try and hope here, because Cannon can do a lot of crazy things. However, you're going to need WaveGod to get access to a weapon ASAP.
Sarme is starting to take some hits. Ninja doing a pretty good job piecing him up here. Sarme is just like really pushing things. He is really chasing after his opponents. That ground pound almost came through, but was interrupted by his teammate. We do see Ninja knocking out Tinix. So we now have a 3v2, and it is heavily in the lead of the blue team. See 2 stocks on Sarme, 2 stocks on Fry, and then a fresh final stock on Bartu.
I mean, it was definitely going good for a while there. I mean, WaveGod was impossible to hit for a good bit, but Ninja finally falling. Now you're down 3. Everything you do with that axe is committal. So once you go for, I mean, outsider or siders off stage, you have to be so careful, because right there, as soon as you go for one option, a free reactive punish. Or you could just be an actual monster. He is still holding on.
He's still reminding the other team, yes, indeed, I am Barraza. So if I catch you with a signature, you need to be careful. The WaveGod is extremely in the red. Sarme looking like he's going to take the lead here, but now all of a sudden, kind of playing it a little bit more defensively, just waiting for that setup moment. Gauntlet Inlight is going to be the perfect option for that. They even had the swinging taunt coming out. They really have that coordinated, even though they're not going for the triple fate.
I love the team synergy on the taunt with the swing. Everything is fantastic. But the dominance of the blue team, their team combos definitely were a bit more on point. But I think the biggest thing is just their play on Blackguard Keep kind of set the tone on how you can't try to jump a 1v1, especially off stage, because they reacted instantly and said, oh, nope, someone go out there to help. Because holding center is not that big of a deal.